finals. We will win this game because that team is good enough to beat Slovakia. But is that team balanced enough to beat France, Switzerland, Austria, the Netherlands, Germany, or whoever we're going to have to beat to lift a piece of silverware? And I think that's the disappointment. This is game 4, and he's making one change per game, sticking with his guns. He believes that front 4 will work. And they're all individually brilliant. Foden, Kane, Bellingham, Saka. Brilliant players. But I just don't think it balanced. I don't think it works. I really, really don't. I think even if it works today, I don't think it works against a good team. I think if you play that against a really good team like Spain, they will absolutely tear you apart. But he is blind to it. He will not change it. So look, I'm very happy that Kogi Mainoo's playing. I think he will bring something to the balance to the midfield. And the defence has done reasonably well, but I think there were opportunities. I think there were opportunities out there today to do something a little bit different. But let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. I'm very, very confident. As I said, Slovakia, who are you? You know, I don't know a lot about them. I'm not being ignorant. I know Dubravka plays in goal. Ooh, wow. You know, Skriniar, remember when he was good? You know, I think they are a team that we should be beating. And if we did lose this game, it would be absolutely embarrassing. But I want to be positive today. I want these players to deliver. I don't blame the players. I really don't. In this entirety of this tournament, I don't blame the players. But you know what? I think we'll win. I think we will win. I'd love us to be 2 or 3-0 up in the second half, get Luke Shaw on, get Cole Palmer on, make some subs. He still won't pick him next game, but you just got to keep banging on the door like Kogi Mainoo has. I mean, somebody said, what would you do, Mark? I mean, simple for me. You don't play Foden or Bellingham. You just don't do that. One of them goes to the bench. I think Harry Kane is on borrowed time. I probably would have started him, but I was at Seb's presentation thing yesterday. There was lots of people there, football people, we were talking about England, and I said, you know what? Football is about balance a lot of the time. And if you had Anthony Gordon on the left and you had Ollie Watkins up front, I think whoever's playing at number 10 and Saka will find it easier with a striker that wants to get in behind and a left winger that wants to be a left winger. I think football is about, you know, if you were going to play in the World Five-a-side tournament, and let's say France five-a-side team, they go Maignan in goal, they go Saliba and Kante, and then they go Mbappe and Griezmann. It's balanced. There's good players missing out, but it's balanced. You get the feeling Southgate would go Harry Kane, rush goalkeeper, Bellingham, Foden, Saka and Rice, and just completely imbalance the fact that, and I think that's a good example. Southgate just wants to throw all his good players in, and he's at the sacrifice of balance, and it will work today because we've basically been given a very easy game, like a very easy game. We're like Portugal. You know, Slovenia is a very straightforward game for Portugal. And I'm not disrespecting Slovenia and Slovakia, although I am. But what I'm saying is we are a powerhouse compared to them. So it's a very straightforward game for us. You know, I imagine if we win this game 2-0 or 3-0, people will say, well, I'd expect that. I saw something actually that was quite interesting. Make your own mind up about this. Get your comments in. Thoughts on Portugal versus Slovenia rematch as the Golden Star? Well, as I said, I think it's quite straightforward for them. United123 says, if Mainoo plays how we know he can for the tournament, will he get the same hype as Bellingham? He's younger than Bellingham's tournament debut. Does he deserve it? Look, United123, thanks for the super chat, by the way. First one of the show. Legend. I think that when you look at that England front six, Declan Rice, Mainoo, Bellingham, Saka, Foden, Kane. I mean, names-wise, oh my God. It's a sky full of stars, in the words of Coldplay. And weren't Coldplay brilliant last night? Oh, unbelievable. But it's a side full of stars. It really is. That front six. Phil Foden's brilliant, Bellingham's brilliant, Saka's brilliant, Kane's brilliant, Mainoo's been brilliant for Man United, and Declan Rice is a brilliant holding midfielder. It's a brilliant front six. But most people who watch football now understand balance and system. It's why teams like Brighton have boxed above their weight for years, because they come against the top teams with a balance and a system that can counteract just throwing the best players on the pitch. And it will work occasionally. It gets us through the group stages, but when it gets to the knockout tournament, I think the teams that are balanced will win it. I can say one thing: there was more excitement in 5 Formula 1 laps than there will be in 90 minutes of England, says Liam. Let's hope not. Portugal versus England finals is the golden slot. But look, I wanted to just talk about this very, very quickly. I think Southgate is a very, very, very lucky manager. I think he's very, very lucky. I've said this before. He shouldn't be in a job. The press have facilitated him and protected him in a way that no England manager's ever been protected. But I was going through the last 4 tournaments, and look, make your own mind upon this. I'm just going to read it out to you, okay? So 2018 World Cup, group stage, Panama, Tunisia, Belgium. We got 6 points. We actually lost one of those games. Knockout stage, Colombia won on penalties, Sweden 2-0, Croatia knocked us out. So basically, quite an easy group. Colombia we needed penalties, Sweden we beat 2-0, and Croatia knocked us out. Not world powerhouses, not like what Germany and Spain are going to have to do to get to the final on the other side. In the Euros, we played obviously a home tournament. We drew with Scotland, and in the group stage we had Czech Republic and Croatia. We got 7 points. We then played Germany at Wembley, 2-0 win, but as we all know, there was a moment in that game where Muller missed a chance and Goretzka nearly got a red card against Declan Rice, but Kyle Walker was luckily running past him. But we beat Germany 2-0. We beat Ukraine 4-0. We beat Denmark at Wembley in the semi-final after extra time, and then we lost to Italy. Again, Germany weren't that good. I don't think that was an amazingly difficult run to the final, and we messed that up. And then the World Cup in Qatar, the group was Iran, USA and Wales, 7 points. We did draw against USA. And then it was Senegal, who were crap, who we beat 3-0, and then France knocked us out. And then in this Euros, it's Denmark, Serbia, Slovenia. We took 5 points from 9, and we've got Slovakia. He's had, in 4 tournaments, I think he's had an amazing amount of fixtures. And I think that, you know, bar Germany in the Euros, and that was at Wembley, I just don't think there's been that many difficult games. But look, make your own mind up about that. People might say, why have you read those out to us? Because basically, across 4 major tournaments with Gareth Southgate, I can't think of one good game. I can't see one game where I went, ooh, that was good. Pickford's injured apparently. We'll just wait and see what's happening there. They're not making a big deal of it on ITV. Laura Woods is smiling, in fact, so I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, we've had 4 major tournaments, and in all those games, and in all those knockout games, of which there's got to be over 20, how many games did we actually play well? I thought Ukraine in the Euros away from home in that quarter-final was quite good, 4-0. But yeah, hardly any good games. So people are craving these good performances. I suppose they might not happen. Heston says, although it didn't go well yesterday, I still have faith in you. Could you choose another anytime goal scorer to put a fiver on? You two chat, says Heston. I'm going Harry Kane today. I mean, I know it's obvious, but I think Harry Kane scores today. I think Harry Kane will score today. If you want somebody a bit left field, I will say I quite fancy Saka today, actually. Saka or Foden, I fancy one of those to score. How was Coldplay, Mark? Oh, just who doesn't like Coldplay? I know some people say it's a bit. I just think some of their music is brilliant, especially in that sort of an arena. Portugal versus England final. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're at 1.19 and we're on our road to 1.2 million before the end of the Euros, which was the aim we set at the start. So fantastic, everybody's getting involved. Make sure you click that share button if you've already subscribed and get involved with That's Football. Everybody is welcome. Let's have a quick look at the Slovakian team. Obviously, that's who we're playing today. And look, I don't think there's a lot of respect for them. I'll try and have a look at some of the Slovakian results over the last sort of 12 months, and it doesn't make for anything to write home about, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously they beat Belgium in the Euros, and they lost to Ukraine, and they drew with Romania, so their pedigree's not that great. But in previous games they beat Wales and San Marino, but they drew with Norway in March. They got beat by Austria in March. They beat Bosnia and Iceland back in November. They got beat by Portugal in October international break. They beat Luxembourg 1-0 in the October international break. They've not really done a hell of a lot for a while, and they're not high scorers either. So I mean, look, I don't want to make. I said this about Slovenia last week. Straightforward win for England, and we didn't win. But honestly, it is a very, very straightforward game for England on paper. Obviously, football's not played on paper, and England have been very, very poor in this tournament. But you know, we should be comfortable. We should really be comfortable. Dubravka, Hanko, Skriniar, Vavro, Pekaric, Duda, Lobotka, Kuka, Haraslin, Strelic and Schranz. And if we take a look at some of the teams that this lot play for, then I can get a big list. They don't do it on the website actually, but I have got another list here that I can give you. So let's go through it. Obviously Dubravka is still at Newcastle, isn't he? You've got Hanko, who is Feyenoord. You've got Copenhagen, Vavro. Obviously, Skriniar is at PSG. Pekaric is where does he play? I'm trying to have a look. Hertha Berlin. Duda, Verona. Lobotka is obviously Napoli. I know some of them. Kuka, Haraslin and Strelic. Let's have a look. Strelic is Bratislava. I don't know. Strelic, Bratislava. Who else did I say? Haraslin, Kuka and Schranz. Slavia Prague for Schranz. Haraslin is Sparta Prague as well. So Sparta and Slavia Prague, Schranz and Haraslin respectively. And who was the other one I said? Oh, I didn't say. Kuka is at, I saw his name somewhere, Bratislava as well. So Lobotka and Skriniar at Napoli, and PSG would probably be the most high profile players, but yeah, I don't really. I just don't see much of a problem, really. And also, I think when you look at Switzerland, they're a dangerous team because they've actually got flair players. Is number 19 for Slovakia a gas or electric? Kukas is Kieran. Siri says, glad Kobe got the nod, but problem is the same like Gerrard and Lampard. Foden and Jude's situation has to be sorted. Southgate could get away with it. Slovakia and the likes, but not big teams. I agree. As a USA fan, I feel the hardships of bad managers, says Die Hard Gaming. Mark, would you rather start Palmer or Saka? Also, when's the next pod? I've been loving them. Out this week, maybe do them once a week at the moment, Niall. Thank you very much for the super chats. Make sure you subscribe as usual. Apparently, there is talk about Pickford. We'll let you know when we know. Look, I think for me, it's very easy. I would have, as I said, my England team would have been. I'd have been. I've got to be honest. Here, and I know I'll probably get pelters, and I know a lot of people have used it as a reason to have Potter in right. But I actually would have put Saka at left back, put Cole Palmer on the right. I think we need to revolutionise that team. So I would have put Cole Palmer on the right. I would have put Saka on the left. Get a bit of overlap with Gordon on the left, and get a bit of balance in that team. I'd have considered putting Trent at right back as well. I mean, I would have made wholesale changes, I'm not going to lie. We've played shit. But what I don't understand is that We've played crap 3 games, and he's picked the same players apart from 1 in the last 3 games. Like, that's the headline here. We've played 3 games in this tournament, and he's made 1 change in the same position every game. 10 players have played every game, and we've been shit. That's the message. Like, 10 players have been picked for every game in this tournament. The only position he's changed is Trent, Gallagher, Mainu. It's the same position. The rest of the team, he keeps picking it. And when you've got an abundance of talent like you've got on the bench, it's wrong. So I would have made wholesale changes. I think Guehi and Stones have done really well. I'm not going to take Declan Rice out of the team. Mainu and Bellingham are fine as the midfield 3, but Gordon's playing on the left. Palmer's going on the right. Saka can go to left back. I'm sorry, but I think he can do a job there. And look, Harry Kane's on his last chance. Like, you either start scoring goals or you're out of the team because you don't look fit, mate. And that's what I would have done. And I would have considered Trent at right back as well. But I think, you know, I don't think it's sensationalist nonsense from football fans to be saying that we should be looking at these sort of, you know, changes, because I think it has been 4 games in a row now where he's basically picked the same side. So I think I would have made a change. But look, Southgate's the man, isn't he? Southgate's the guy. Southgate's the one who knows what he's doing, and he'll get away with it today. And you know what my biggest concern is, and I'm just going to say it. I think we're going to be enjoying England winning today, and that's what I want to see. You know, I don't want England to go out this tournament. Like, I'm not one of those people who wants your team to lose to prove a point. There are people who do that in the Man United fan base, and there's probably people who do it in the England fan base. But if England lose, we're out. Next weekend, we've got nothing to do. I want England to win, even if it's shit. But I wanted him to, you know, I think there's an opportunity for us to play better football. And I think my biggest fear is that we win the game today. He picks the same team on Saturday, and we get absolutely hammered by Switzerland because they're a better footballing team with a better balance. Or at some point we will catch a team, because I don't think that team that he's got is actually good enough to win the tournament. I don't think it's balanced enough, unless we're going to see you know, Luke Shaw coming back. Welcome to everyone on TikTok, by the way. Thanks for the follow from Naz and Listen. Come on, England, says Sam. Let me just close that down and that now. We're ready to go here. With so little changes to the lineup and draws against Slovenia and Denmark, are you sure you're not underestimating Slovakia today? Look, from Sweden, says True. No, I'm not underestimating Slovakia. I think England have been absolute shite. And with those players, surely they can't keep playing shit. At some point, we're going to catch somebody on. And look, traditionally, as I was saying before, England out of the group stages do quite well. 2018 World Cup, we beat Colombia. 2021 we beat Germany in the Euros, and in the World Cup we smashed Senegal 3-0. So this is not the round where England go out. We find a way, and we normally do quite well in this game, but it's when the going gets tough we shit ourselves. Hi Mark, have you seen the reports that PSG are going to bid 250 million for Yamal? Bloody hell, Oliver, that's a lot of money. And It's Science says, I know it's the England game, but I want to know your opinion on Italy. They gave up after the second goal. They just didn't look very good, mate. They didn't look very good, did they? You know, they're a very proud nation with a very strong history in football, but they came into it with a reputation that they weren't going to do very well, and they didn't do very well. They were very disappointing. Mainu, Foden, Palmer would be my midfield, says Umzil. Bit balanced, that, to be honest. And HPN says, if England lose, will the media use the Pickford injury as an excuse for Southgate? I don't know whether he actually is out injured. Thanks very much for your super chat. I'll just double check. I don't know whether he's actually out here. No, Pickford's going to be fine. Yeah, there's no concerns about Pickford. As I said, I've not seen anything on the TV screen, and I'm only following what you lot have said. A lot of people are not happy that Cole Palmer's not playing. Look, I'm a big fan of Saka, so it doesn't bother me massively, but I am very much of the opinion that it doesn't matter what I think. I like Saka, I like Palmer, but to those people that wanted Palmer to start, you've got absolutely no chance. Gareth Southgate has made one change to his last 4 starting lineups, and we've been shite. You know, he's a nepotistic, which means favourites, jobs for the boys. I mean, he may as well pick a squad of 14 players. There's no point taking. Southgate doesn't need 24 players. Like, he won't use them. He just won't use them. I said on X this morning, or Twitter, whatever you call it, I said this morning, is Southgate stubborn or incompetent? Because he doesn't change his team. And I think, even Gary Neville said last night he would have made 4 changes. So I think that the question is he incompetent or is he stubborn? And today it won't matter. But I know, and you know, that if we win today, Southgate gets it right today, but you've got to be looking towards the rest of the tournament. And if he keeps picking this team, when we play a decent team, what's going to happen? We're coming home. And we're all going to come back to today and the Slovenia game and say he should have started giving people... We're going to come home from this tournament saying he should have given people a chance. Because, he's obsessed with this imbalanced team. When the going gets tough, Southgate gets rough, says Joshua. I just want to get excited about England for one game. I can't believe the amount of people I've spoken to and I've said, I haven't listened to Three Lions once, and I love that song. But I feel like I'm a fraud if I listen to it. I feel like I'm faking it. I want to listen to it and really get going, and I just can't do it at the moment. So I don't care about Southgate, and I don't blame the players. So I want to see the players go out and perform for the fans and enjoy an England performance before we go home. I won't praise Southgate anyway unless we win 6-0 with total football. But as we know, if Southgate ball was a category on Newport, it would be missionary in your socks. So, I don't expect good football. Goldbridge ball, that would be hardcore, enjoyable, but we're not here to talk about football in relation to me, but we know, as I said, I've been through the last 4 tournaments, and tell me a game where we were good. Colombia, World Cup, went to penalties, wasn't a great performance. Sweden, wasn't a great performance. Croatia knocked us out. Euros, Germany was okay, Ukraine was good, Denmark was shit, Italy was shit. World Cup, Senegal knockout was okay, but Senegal were crap. France, we should have won that, we got knocked out. We don't play good football. Pickford starting, I don't think he was ever going to be in trouble. SIS, thanks for the follow. Lennart as well, big up people on TikTok. Thanks everyone who's tuning in on YouTube as well. Is it worth doing a poll? I know what, I will do a poll on YouTube. Would you have picked this starting team? Yes or no? Oh, no. Let's say, are you happy? That's more bland, isn't it? Happy with the team? Yes or no? What's wrong with missionary in your socks, says Marvin? Nothing. You can get the job done. That's what I mean. That's Southgate ball. It's not, I'm not saying it's a category of, shagging a bag of cement. Missionary in your socks will get the job done. But it's boring. And that's why I said that. How do you know all these sites, says Umti? Your mum told me. Besides England, who would you like to see win the tournament, says Achilles? I'd love to see Switzerland. I'd love to see... sorry, Umti, you sort of walked into that. Besides England, who would you like to see win the tournament, says Achilles? I would say I would like to see... look, I'm always going to go for an underdog. I would love to see a Switzerland or an Austria do it, but obviously on England's winning, still in the tournament. Thoughts on this? Foden 8, Rice 6, Mainu 8, says Daniel. Is that what we're doing? Are we putting Bellingham on the left wing? I mean, if Bellingham's been moved to the left wing, that's just an admission that he's not working as a 10, so you may as well put him on the bench. Is this what I mean? I would be more excited if we had Bellingham on the bench, ready to come on. I always wanted this to happen under Sven. You know, he'd pick Lampard and Gerrard, and I was like, pick Lampard or Gerrard and put one on the bench to come on. It will motivate the starter. And, I mean, people just don't understand this. If Bellingham's on the bench and Foden's at 10, Foden knows if he doesn't play well, he's coming off. And when Bellingham comes on, he's motivated. So you get better performances. But if you shoehorn your best players in and they look at the bench and they go, there's no one there, they're more likely to be complacent. If you want to create a good performance, then you need competitiveness in the team. Like Harry Kane should be being told, if you have a shit hour, you're off. Like Watkins is having your place. So, you know, I don't know why we don't do that. And it's the same with Trent as well. Trent should be given a chance at right back, but Kyle Walker knows he's going to start no matter what. Umzi didn't take that joke very well, and I'm afraid to say he used a really rude word, and he's been blocked. It's a shame that Umzi had to take it to that level, but he's been blocked. So if somebody saw it, I'm sorry. But, he really didn't take the banter well. Don't stop, you can't finish, mate. You're like Southgate. Pappy, thank you very much for your... I can't believe you came back like that. But I'll take that as a victory, I suppose. 1-0 to That's Football. But go and enjoy the match, Umzi. You need to handle banter a little bit better. Pappy, thank you very much for your super chat. The reason Southgate can't drop Kane is he would need to change system and tactics. Limited managers always stick to their comfort zone. But you know what, Siri? It would make his job easier if he had a striker that could get him behind. It genuinely would. But anyway, they're singing the song. It should be Jerusalem, but it's God Save the King. And some would say God Save England fans from another shit performance, but that might be a little bit harsh. I'm loving the fact that England fans are loving it because, you know what, fair play. The money they've spent to go out there and the shit they've had to watch, the fact that they can get excited about an England game is just, you know, great to see. We're in for another rough ride, Mark. Our only hope is Mainu, which isn't really fair on Mainu, says Spencer. Yeah, but you know what, historically this has happened a lot with England. I remember Gaza in Italia 90 came from nowhere and carried the weight of the team and did well. I remember in World Cup 98, same thing happened with Michael Owen, you know, a teenager carrying the weight of the nation. 2004, Rooney carrying the weight of the nation, so it's not unusual for England to throw everything onto a young player. Rub says, I've just joined and I'm losing my shit with this team. And Connor says, I've seen it around a lot of the Euros coverage, but have you seen KFC's new TV advert, Pure Brilliance? I haven't seen it yet, actually, Connor. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It is either they bench Bellingham or Kane, because they literally do the same thing. Drop in to ask for the ball. Ezzy or Branthwaite on the left, says Daniel. Look, I'm more interested in balance. When I've coached or, you know, whatever, even if you're playing Football Manager, I want balance. I don't mind having a good player on the bench. If I've got two really good strikers and I want to play one up front, one of them's going on the bench. I'm not putting him on the bloody left wing. I'm not doing that. So I want balance, and I think this team is imbalanced. You know, you've got Anthony Gordon who can play on the left, you've got Ollie Watkins who can run in behind, and we're basically playing 2.5 number 10s. Bellingham's a 10, Foden's a 10, and Harry Kane likes to drop into the 10. So, you know, that's the problem that Southgate's got to solve, because we've got three players that want to run in to the same area. Thanks for the follow, Toby, on TikTok. You're a legend. Let's get ready to start this game. Score prediction. 70% of you aren't happy with the team, by the way, on the poll, which we have. Are we on cans tonight, Mark, says Rob? I might go get one in a minute, but to be honest with you, I've been a bit busy today, so I've not bothered to even think about it. Get Branthwaite and Tarkovsky in the squad, says GOP. Right, we're ready to go here. I'm going to say England 3-0. I think England will score, and they'll realise Slovakia are shit, and they will play confidently. I can't see for 1 minute they're going to sit back against this team here. Look, I don't think I'm misinterpreting what Slovakia are all about, but I'm going to go 3-0. And we're up and running anyway. There we go. Get your score predictions in, of course. Louise is watching in Spain. Look, I hope wherever you're watching, you're in comfortable surroundings, and if you're on holiday or in a bar or something like that, at least you should have a good atmosphere. Mark for England manager. Mo, I'm not stupid. Never read that second name. Slovakia are playing wide open spaces here. There's a lot of space out there straight away. I can't stand Southgate's t-shirt. I was listening to him speak the other day. He's so boring. He'd put Ollie Murs to sleep. Would Rashford work better inside with Kane? It's the wheelbarrow. I don't know why people talk about Rashford. I don't think Rashford deserves to be in the squad. The bottom line is Eze, Gordon, Palmer would work better with Kane because they'd be able to get. I mean, look at Harry Kane here. He's there. Look at him. Look how deep he is again. It just doesn't work. You can see it straight away. He's dropping in. He should be on the last man. It does look like a huge pitch, doesn't it? Banana. Forward. What we want to do in this first 5 minutes is not start off like we did against Slovenia, where they got a bit of a foothold. First 5 minutes, we've got to, have a bit of the ball and start to get control of the game. Is Southgate's tendency to try to fit players in unnatural positions due to a lack of tactical acumen? Well, mate, he's not a very good coach, Steve. I almost feel sympathetic in that way. He's not a good coach. Everything about him is man management, holiday atmosphere, holiday camp, doesn't change the team. That's how he survives. The reason he doesn't change his team is because those people are very loyal to him. If he started changing his team, he'd lose the dressing room. There's about 10 players in that team that know he's going to pick him. They're going to pick him no matter what. They're getting picked, and that's what he survives on. That's why he doesn't make changes. Oh my God! It'll be a straight yellow card for Guehi. It's a silly ball. I mean, Guehi's hospital pass here. I mean, John Stones is always going to cover, but I feel bad for Guehi here. He's had a good tournament and he's in no man's land. He has to take him out. But it was a terrible pass. I think it was Trippier. I don't think he's suspended now because it resets your yellow cards in the knockout stage. No, he's not suspended. He's not suspended now. It resets, doesn't it? A lot of people saying he is suspended now. When it doesn't reset at all. You can't keep you can't carry yellow cards all the way through across 7 games. There's got to be a point where it resets. Maybe it resets after the 4th game then. Must be the 4th game. I tell you what, that's a good cross. Can I just retract my... right, I'm saying it now. I want to do it now. I want to say now, this is not going to be as straightforward as I thought. I'm getting in early. We've started off absolutely shit again. Stuffing elite teams and expect results. PSG mindsets of Samsung. Is Shaw injured? He's on the bench. And Nick Peace, that was from PK as well. Nick Peace says it's weird that Southgate thinks it's fun to wear the same thing every game. I would have gone Hawaiian shirts, says Nick P. Ramiro says, cheers from Buenos Aires, Mark. Southgate is Coldplay if Coldplay was a football manager. No, Coldplay are entertaining, mate. You're talking out your ass. England need to get involved here. This is a shit start. Oh. Slovakia have actually started off quite well. What's going on? What a cross. Bloody hell. What's going on? I mean, is he out? Is Guehi out the next game? I don't think he is. A lot of people in the chat saying he is. Another dreadful start, says Zed Rex. Just carving us open. He does miss the next game. Okay, it must reset after the 4th game then, because at some point it does reset. Send Southgate down to the charity shop for a new t-shirt. He should get a red card for that shirt alone. And I said earlier, Slovakia have got a plan, says Jack. But you know what? What did I talk to you about? Balance and system. It's not about players when the system doesn't work. Balance and system. We're going to need some individual moments here. Ollie ball. Greetings from Belt. Lovely play by Saka. Come on, mate. Back. Go, get him. Bellingham. Look, yes. Mainu. Saka. Come on. Yes. Good ball. Mainu. And again. Lovely. Oh, yes. No. Oh, get it. Oh, that was good play between Mainu and Saka. And it's a yellow card. The yellow card for Mainu. Oh. This is a terrible start. We're getting people booked here. Good players booked. Guehi and Mainu. I mean, he treads on it, but I don't think it's a yellow. Every other nation in the area will be scratching their heads as to how England have got the luckiest knockout stage draw, says Ross. Mark, you like fine wine. You look better as the years go on. Might have to call you Bulge Bridge soon. Okay, JJ, starting off well. David says, greetings from Belgium. I hope England will turn up today just like we did need to tomorrow. Yeah, looking forward to Belgium-France tomorrow. Darwizzy on TikTok says, easiest draw but we're shite. Slovakia again here. They've got a switch on. Loads of space down that left. I wonder why Slovakia have got so much space down the left-hand side. I wonder if it's got anything to do with not having a left winger. Fucking hell. Who's meant to be left wing? What's going on? Who's left wing? And I'm not talking about your bloody politics. I know there's an election coming. There'll be people there going, me, I'm voting for this. No. Who is on the bloody left wing? Because they're getting a massive overlap here. We're imbalanced. We're like a pigeon with one leg. We're falling over. People are saying Donald Trump. I did shout who's left wing. At this rate, heading back number 1 on trending with the match reaction, says Blues enthusiast. Mate, you know. Hope you enjoy our beautiful arena. Love seeing my club's ground hosting big games, says Schalke fan. Hope you guys can play a good, entertaining game. Yeah. Trusting England, thinking England are going to play entertaining football is, you know, as I said, I could be rude, but I won't. Trippier and Foden also on yellows, Mark, says Arturo. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Guehi out of the next game against Switzerland. Oh, here we go. Oh my God, what's that rubbish? Trippier. What? Trippier. What a shit shot that is. What? Oh my God. He's in the box. Oh my Christ. Nasser. Can we have your ball back? There's a satellite just been taken out by Trippier. Oh my Christ, do not watch that back. Lovely ball. Runs onto it on his strong foot and hits the bloody moon. That is bad. Yeah, Guehi is out the next game if we go through. Just read it. That's a shit shot. Jack Glancy says, in the words of JB Carragher, it's about the structure, which is what Slovakia has, and England doesn't. Balance like a drunk guy on a beam, says Jack. Well, you know, look, I remain optimistic because we are creating chances, but it could be a close game, this. It's like we play around the edge of the box for the sake of it, and not to draw a press and play through it, says Jake. Slovakia aren't scared, says Rob. Here's Kane, yes! Go wide, Kane, yes! Walker, put a cross in! Cross it! Yes! No. Trippier, Foden. I forgot you were playing Foden, I thought you were still in England. He's back! Rice, yes, now go wide, Kobe. Yeah, he knows the game. Nice into Walker now play into Saka, yes. Here's Saka on the wing. He's got Mainu on the edge. Walker, first time cross. No, your pillar into Mainu. Declan Rice, what's that? What is that? What is that? A one-legged pigeon is more balanced than this team, says Siri. Hi Mark, greetings from Malaysia, says Abisha. Thanks everyone who's watching, wherever you're watching from, you're very welcome. Dashing C on TikTok, thanks for the follow. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner if you're on YouTube. Thanks for a follow. Look, there's goals in this game, but it could be for both teams. Good hold-up play by Slovakia. That's a lovely ball in behind Kyle Walker. Oh my Christ, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Kyle Walker's really lucky if it had took him down then. I really don't want to be negative, but this tournament's as shades of Iceland, says the Beast. Yeah, the Swiss will kill England if they play like this. Oh, they will, Colin. They definitely will. And remember, we're not going to have Guehi in that game. Imagine if England goes through on penalties, says Jay. We need penalties to beat Slovakia, you know. We've got big problems. Right, here we go. This ref's a knobhead. I'm sorry, this ref's a knob. That's not a yellow card for them either. You can't be booking people for every bloody tackle. We're going to get a red card here. He thinks he's bloody moonpick.com. He's chucking cards out like every second. I'm telling you now, moonpick.com's not delivered as many cards in the last 10 minutes as he has, and they're a bloody big website that sells cards. It's an absolute joke. About 3 yellow cards in 13. I mean, the Guehi one was a yellow, but the Mainu one wasn't, and that one wasn't. We're definitely going to get the red here. Hi Mark, glad we have voices like yours calling out players. Walker's been diabolical, it's becoming a liability, says JJ. Oh, it's mate traits, mate. You know, it's funny actually, I was looking on Instagram today, and lovely ball in for Foden. Sucker, nearly gone. I was looking on Instagram today because I've done a little picture about my book. I've been signing the signed copies today. Order it, links in the video description, or scan the QR code when it goes around. But a few influencers are going out to England games, probably been paid to do it. I've had a lot of this. But it's so funny because most people are very negative about England for good reason, and this lot won't say a negative word at all because they're terrified of not being allowed in or not getting access. You can see them a bloody mile off. They're shit scared of saying anything. They go, oh, because I might want an interview with Kyle or Harry. Fuck that. Screw that for getting blockbusters. Say it as it is. Foden just caught one on the ankle there. Totally botched my first ever super chat, says Pappy. Anyway, here's another one all the way from South Africa. Love the fact we've got so many people watching worldwide. Welcome, Pappy. Hey, greetings from the northeast part of Alaska. Is England playing just as bad as on my TV up here, says Howder. You're not really up there, are you, Howder? I never thought you were from there. Lovely place in the world, probably. This referee got attacked on the pitch in Turkey, says George. Don't tell me that. Southgate bottling it again, says Abishal. James says Southgate wears a life jacket in the bath. Also, Deitch for the England job. Brexit ball. Why do you hate Southgate? He has feelings as well, says Yash. I don't hate anybody, mate. It's just called observing your nation embarrass itself again in another major tournament because you've got a guy who acts like he's on a bloody, you know, work experience job. Hi guys on TikTok says Southgate wears shin pads whilst playing FIFA. Southgate would take the morning after pill after a Tom Hank just to be wet safe. Juicy, I'm glad you did it rhyming because it is only 5 o'clock here in the UK. Send some signed copies to America, mate. If you want a signed copy of the book in America, it's quite easy to do. You can order it on Amazon anyway, but just get someone in the UK that you know to buy it and send it to you. I've cleared the game, it's up there, you see. I've been signing a lot of them with my gold pen, look. Can't sign the screen because then it'll be stuck on it for ages. But, Omar, thank you very much. Oh my God! This ref's going to ruin the game. This ref is absolute shite. He's worse than Oliver. Four yellows in 15 minutes. He's definitely sponsored by Moonpig. Bellingham booked. This is going to be a problem. You can't have that many. I've just seen this tweet from That's Football on Twitter. The referee Umit Miller has an average of 4.9 yellow cards per game and 0.3 red cards, and he's already handed out 4 here. So look, nobody ever did the homework on this. I'm going to run a poll here just for a bit of a laugh on YouTube. How many yellow cards? Under 8. Over 8. We've had 4 already. There you go. Southgate eats breast milk cheese sandwiches made by his mum. From Spencer. That's filth. Hi from Estonia. Mainu's been the best player, says Tilt. And Pickford, Tarkovsky, Branthwaite should be playing, says Hacken. Adam says we're averaging a yellow card every 4 minutes. Basically every foul is getting booked. But you know what? I feel like I've got to assess this first 20 minutes, and it's exactly what I didn't want it to be. I wanted England to start off, in control, I wanted Slovakia to be very defensive, but we've had 73% possession, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? Because they're playing a very, well-structured, organised counter at the moment. Connor says at least the yellow cards will force team changes. Yes, Southgate will be crying about that. We're going to go from 11 versus 11 to 9v9 at my half-time at this rate, says Yakov. Is Kane playing? Says Amu. Well, we're not getting Kane or Foden in the game. I was worried when Bellingham put his hands up to the ref. The last thing you want to do to a guy who's been attacked on the field before, says Nick P. So much yellow, you think we're in Dortmund, says Rob. Thoughts on Dewsbury Hall to Chelsea? It's Heart United. Really had much time to think about it, really. Harry Kane is a crap captain, says Dazzo. It's Slovakia on the attack again. And they've got an overlap on the right-hand side. It's a good tackle by Declan Rice. I've got that shirt marked, says Danny. I'll tell you what, Declan Rice did go through on him, but certainly not anything sinister in it. Highest paid coach Mike Bassett had better tactics, says David. Yeah, Foden and Kane aren't working out that well at the moment, to be honest. Thanks for the follow, Ben, on TikTok. Appreciate that. If you're on YouTube, please do subscribe, bottom right hand corner. "20 minutes, and you know what? 20 minutes gone, and yet again, it's just got that vibe that we've seen time and time again, where England are just lacking confidence. And Slovakia aren't. They're enjoying themselves. So here's John Stones bringing it out. Yes, now Foden, bit of space. Come on. It's not Foden, it's Trippier. Yeah, Mainoo's the guy. He wants Bellingham, but that's it. Rotate the ball. Rotate the ball. Give it to Mainoo again. Go wide. Lovely ball. You see Mainoo just calm. He'll find the right pass. You've got to probe. Southgate. Nice ball. Foden. He'll get there. No, he won't. He's been bullied. They're strong, aren't they, Slovakia? That's a shit ball. Come on then, we'll have that, Declan. Yes, Bellingham. Yes. Keep going, Jude. Keep going. It's no. Yes. Yes. Bellingham. Edge of the box. No, edge of the box. Edge. Trippier. Good cross. Oh. Corner. This is now suggesting of an issue in the England camp. These players cannot be playing at what they are for the fourth game in a row, very much like Italy at the moment, says Mojo. Hey Mark, how do you think England team would do against Argentina, says Ramiro. I think you beat us at the moment, mate. I mean, I haven't watched Argentina yet, but if you've got any sense of balance, then I think you beat us. Southgate is the type of guy who stays when everyone else skips a class, says Silvio. I've cleared the game, says Vassal. The ref doesn't know to ref this game. Crappy ref, says Avishal. Just called the ref Coldplay. I thought Coldplay were a lot of people going on Coldplay. I enjoyed Coldplay last night. Southgate puts the milk in the bowl before the cereal, says Achilles. Hassan is talking about condoms and says Southgate would wear two and still pull out. Ooh, that's a good cross. Mainoo! Ooh, just over the bar. It's probably a little bit closer than that. But it's probably not as close as I was trying to make it out. Tom B says, who should coach England next, realistically? Basically anybody. You know, your local school PE teacher will do a better job. First goal was key in this game. It's a lovely switch of the play. Slovakia on the attack again. England just... Alicia, thanks for the follow, TikTok, appreciate it. 25 minutes gone here. Oh, he's in. If he switches it, if he passes it. Ah, no! You bastard, no! No! You're having a bloody laugh. Why are we so shit? Why are we so fucking shit? What a bloody prat. How have they carved us open like that? Where's the bloody defence there? You're having a bloody joke, lads. They've been knocking on the door for ages and you've let them in. That is a bloody joke. How have they... It's so easy. It's so bloody shit. Who's marking him there? Who's taking the runner? It's invisible defending. It's like a bloody ghost on a nudist beach. Absolute shite. There's no offside here. Who's gone with the runner there? That is rubbish. Absolute crap. No one's gone with the runner quick enough. Tell you what, he could have gone down and it would have been a penalty and a red card because it's Guehi, isn't it? But fucking hell, mate. These players, they don't know what they're doing. The system's shit. Absolute shit. I tell you, look, Gareth Southgate is crap. I'm fed up of saying it. His tactics are crap. The balance isn't there. We're hopping around like a one-legged pigeon. We look absolute shite. You know, we've got amazing players. He hasn't got a clue. And any of these bloody idiots out there, that are trusting Southgate and his tactics, and I'm talking about the journalists that have been backing him for years, trusting Southgate with his tactics is like getting a big juicy steak from the fridge, putting it in front of your dog, going upstairs, and then coming back and expecting to come back to a freshly cooked plate of steak and chips. It'll be in the fucking dog, just like England. It's shit, absolute shit. You cannot trust this guy. He hasn't got a bloody clue what he's doing. 4 games in a row, I've got it right, 4 games in a row, he's picked the same 10 players and we've been shit in all of them. We're so imbalanced. We're so imbalanced. Amazing players. Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Saka, you know, Rice, Foden. But you can't, it doesn't work. Bellingham, Foden and Kane want to play in the same area of the pitch. That's why they're getting so many runners. They've got to wake the fuck up. Thanks for the follows. Shout out to my friend AJ. Says Joe, I can't read the next bit. Can we get a polar bear to coach this team? Can't be worse than Southgate, says Jordan. Sack Southgate now, says Edward. Foden and Kane are not working. Hey Mark, 2-part question. Why does it seem like Bellingham doesn't fit the team, and do England need to go for a more controlled midfielder? Connor, it's not the midfield. It's the 10, the 9 and the winger on the left-hand side. It's not even Saka. There's Foden, Kane and Bellingham are imbalancing this team. He's got to balance this team now. He's got to balance it now. It's simple as that. It doesn't fucking work. Live in Australia, stayed up till 2am to watch this. I wish I'd have gone to bed, says Alistair. Walker is getting rinsed by their wingers, says James. Nobody grabbing the game by the balls for England, says 6-a-side. Southgate needs exiling to Scotland, says Connor. How can a team have so much talent and be this bad, says Levi. Exactly. This doesn't make any sense, apart from it does. Southgate isn't far different from Ten Hag. Oh, JJ, shut up. What are you talking about? Hi, Mark. Love the video. I mean, Ten Hag's won 2 trophies in 2 years, mate. What are you comparing him to? A bloody tractor for? Southgate's a tractor. He's a tractor. His only purpose in life is to, you know, spread shit. Hi Mark, love the videos. You're a legend. Canada did qualify for the Copa America quarterfinals yesterday. Bring it home. Much love from Canada's player. Will someone let Stones know that Bellingham is wide open if he just looks, says Tim. I don't think I've seen an England team harder to watch, says Hezo. Mate, we've got to get back into this game. Like, there's plenty of time, but the problem is, if we do get back into it, we're not taking anything from this into the quarterfinals, are we? We're panicking again. Foden. Harry Kane don't look fit to me. You're right about Walker, horrible defender, he's been crap since Toro. Mark, we have a useless captain with a useless team, manager using bad tactics, the captain, pull everyone together and create something that works, says Andrew. This is the chance to see if the team has any soul, they're completely up against it, says Ramiro. Don't worry Mark, Kane is going to come out after the match and talk about how the fans are at fault. Southgate's first sub will be Mainu. It's the only position he seems to dare. I don't know whether like he can't change anybody else, but it's the only one he seems to want to make. I need a stretch here. Although I did just have a stretch, didn't I, after the goal? Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. Thanks for all the follows on TikTok, by the way. England 1-0 down to Slovakia here. Many of you called it. Many of you called it. You're going home. Only Southgate can make Foden become Dwight McNeil, says Aaron. Hey, Dwight McNeil would give us some bloody balance. Leave Aaron, leave bloody Dwight McNeil out of it. He's actually a bloody winger. Dwight McNeil would make this team better, because guess what? He's a bloody winger. Leave bloody Dwight McNeil out of it. He'd be absolutely fine, because he can play on the bloody wing and he'll track back. Bloody Aaron. Here we go, Saka, yes. Look up. Look up, good cross to the back post. Where are you, Foden? Where are you? Let's be having you. He's kept it in. Good play by Trippier. Come on. Kane, what are you doing there, Kane? Why are you there, Kane? What are you doing there? Why is Harry Kane picking up the fucking ball on the left wing? We've got a 10 on the wing. We've got a 10 at 10. And Harry Kane decides he's going to be able to... Look at him. You're meant to be on the end of it, you bloody pillock. Unless you've got the DeLorean and you can go back 5 seconds and get on the end of your own cross. What are you putting bloody crosses in, you prat? And there'll be an idiot on the TV going, oh, good cross by Kane. Shit, cross by Kane. You should be the one on the end of it. What's the point in coming to take the cross for the thing that you're meant to be on the end of? Bloody hell. This is the problem. Foden, Kane and Bellingham are all in the same place. Now I see why Saka limps up in games when he ghosts. He hasn't won a single duel. Palmer 3-3. It's 13 minutes to Sebastian. The only question this tournament was if the players' talent could overcome the manager's bad tactics, and I thought they could, Stephen. I've got to be honest. Remember the guy who said, hear me out, England are getting knocked out by Slovakia? I'm back, says Solomon. England are like PSG with Mbappe, Neymar and Messi, says Rob. No, I think they were actually better than us. Earth to Southgate, you've got subs, says Spencer. Oh no, you can't do it before that. Get Gordon on, says Andy. Definitely get Gordon on. Chris, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Good touch by Saka. We're only 50 subscribers away on YouTube from 192,000, so please subscribe, get involved, bottom right hand corner. At least the referee hasn't booked anyone in ages. Look at Kane again. He's playing at fucking right back now. Bloody hell. He's playing every position apart from the one we need him in. It's so frustrating. We need a bloody striker who actually gets in the box. Bellingham, yes. Keep going. Dive. Cross. Corner. That will do. Right, this is where you need Maguire. Maguire would be great in this tournament. Great players, maybe 2 or 3. Their back 5 is trash. Rice is basic. Rest are a load of unproven kids, says F Soccer. Another corner. Southgate relying on individuals over tactics, says Lloyd. Oh, mate, 100%. That's why I won't change it. Because great point actually. Because if he goes for balance, you need tactics. I think you've hit it on the head. The reason he won't change the team is because he's getting as many good players as he can, hoping for the moment, because he's got no bloody tactics. Pulisic can start for England, says Mitch. We'll never win anything with this PE teacher, says Cal. How has Southgate still not fixed the problem between too many players wanting to drop in the middle? It's ridiculous, says Melvin. England is like having a book and care to win an Oscar, and it's being directed by the Love Island producer. That was from Delicate Official. Switzerland licking their lips and will tear England apart. Well, like interest, they're not licking their lips because they're not playing England. They'll be playing bloody Slovakia. Ryan says Rashford with his directness would be good. What's this Rashford shit? You're as bad as bloody Southgate. Oh, I miss Calvin Phillips. Rashford's been rubbish for England for United this season. How the bloody hell is Rashford going to help England out? It's Anthony Gordon. He's in the bloody squad. He's had a good season. We talk about bloody Rashford. We'll be Raheem Sterling next. We've got Anthony Gordon on the wing. We've got Cole Palmer on the bench. We've got Eze on the bench. We've got players in form in the Premier League who are wingers. Bring them on. Bloody Marcus Rashford's no good to us. He's not in the bloody squad for a start. Let's bring Daniel Sturridge back. He played well in the charity game. He skimmed me. Put him up front. Yay! Bad tactics, slow, unbalanced. Some of the players look unfit. Southgate needs to go. And why not start Gordon, says Mohamed. He's got to make changes at half time. I mean, it's 10 minutes to go to half time, actually. Talking about changes at half time. I'd take, right, the way I feel right now, I'd take Walker off for Trent, 100%. I'll take Kane off for Watkins, 100%. And I've got to take Bellingham or Foden off for Gordon and get him on the wing. They're 3 subs I'd make straight away. Get the balance. Trade off for Slovakia proceeds. Southgate gets the sack tonight. We do not deserve to be here. Boring as per usual, says Goliath. If only we had Calvin Phillips, says Marvin. And Mark, can you slow the chat down, please, James? Yes, I will do. Good point. It is fast today. Bellingham. Go on. He's left the ball behind. But be careful, Bellingham. He's on a yellow card. Southgate might hand in his resignation tomorrow, says Jacko. I'll go over, and even if we win, please do. We'll go over. We'll just do it on YouTube. We'll have a chat we'll do a stream every day and figure it out. It's like he's on FIFA playing on the highest rated, says Luke. I think a local Sunday League coach could win this tournament. I agree, Robert. That's why I thought we were going to win the Euros, because I just thought with that team it's impossible not to. Marcus Rashford says, Southgate reminds me of FM24, cheating, stack the best players, still lose. No strategy, no balance, just stubbornly trying to be right. And Beer Merchant says, this England side is the definition of insanity. It's a good cross, but Slovakia have defended those set pieces quite well. When the going gets tough, Gareth gets rough. Rice! Oh, the angle of that made it look like it was going in. Bloody hell. Watching his first sub be mania for Gallagher. You know, if it does, I'll need a new chair. I thought it was in as well, Crispy. Well, they've done well. No doubt about that. Bit of a drinks break going on here. Thanks everyone who's watching on TikTok. Give us a follow. And YouTube as well. Is Foden dressed as McTominay? Haven't noticed him, says Rob. But this is not Foden's fault. I mean, I'm not a fan of Man City, but their goal is so easy as well. I'll tell you what, if he'd have gone down there as well, fair play. We're very lucky, the Slovakian. We're very, you know, we're out. I've just seen something there that I didn't realise. Guehi trips him. If he goes down there, that's a yellow card and a penalty, and he's off. And they still get the goal, and they're against 10 men. Like, he easily could have gone down there. I've cleared the game. Southgate to make it a visit to what? It's Crystal. It's not a Southgate thing. Every England manager plays like this. You're smarter than this, blaming the players, mashing, rubbish, absolute shite. Southgate picks the team. There's no balance, mate. It's not the players. We should have a left winger on the wing. You know, we should have a number 10 at number 10, and we should have a striker who actually does his fucking job and stays on the final man. That's tactics, mate. It'll be mainly for Trent, says Jack. Whitehammer says, if he subs mainly for Gallagher, I'll love your reaction. How can you trust someone who missed a penalty in Euro 96 to win you anything? I didn't give him... I don't trust him. It's the media. I don't bloody trust him. I get shit for saying he's crap, but he is crap. Like, I'm not wrong. Everyone who says Southgate's not a good coach is right. He's crap. He's never been good. What did I say before the game? Southgate's ball, if it was on a porn website, would be under the category missionary in your socks. And what we need is FFM. I've gone too far. I'm going to be in trouble later. The Southgate needs to... I'm going to be in big trouble. Not with you lot. Someone will let her know what I've said. She won't be happy. The world is full of these mediocre people like Southgate who are in important positions. He's severely stunted this team. We are living in a world like that at the moment, aren't we? We are living. Bellingham's trying to get the crowd. Mate, start playing well and the crowd will respond. It's not the crowd's fault. You're shit. Not Bellingham, I mean the team. It's the manager. England look like Manan playing Slovakia on legendary mode. The players look like they're controlled by... Yeah, I can't say that. Eddie says, are you supposed to root for the national team you were born and raised in? The nationality or the nationality your parents are? I don't think there's any rules, Eddie. Goliath says the Slovakia goal was sublime, to be honest. Look, I'm getting a bit worried here because I do not want England out of this tournament. It's been a really good tournament and I want us to bloody win it, but I definitely want us to at least hit the quarterfinals. If we go out of this game, I would question. I want to see the search history of every computer at that holiday camp. I'm not looking for porn. I want to know how many of them have got holidays reserved on bloody Jet2 holidays for Mykonos and Dubai, because they're playing like they want to go on holiday for a couple of weeks. Harry says he's coming home, Southgate's coming home. Asking Trippier and Walker to stay with their man when they can't even stay with their wives, is Kieran. Some people will like that sort of stuff, but I think it's below the belt, which is actually what caused them problems in the first place. NKF, I'll have a look at that for you. There's still time for England to get back on this, but subs, please. Ben, thanks for the follow. A couple of minutes to go to half time. don't need to talk to you about what subs I'd make. It's very, very obvious what subs I would make. You know, I 100% know what subs I would make. Anthony Gordon's got to come on. There's no two ways about it. Anthony Gordon's got to come on the left. He's got to take Bellingham or Foden off. He's probably going to take Foden off. I mean, in fairness to Foden, he hasn't been training all week as well. I don't know when he came back, but he flew out straight after the game on, was it Tuesday or Monday? And I don't know when he came back. So he's missed a few games. He's missed a few days training as well. Siri says it'd be really unfair if Kobe gets taken off, even if he is on a yellow. Parker says didn't even know Slovakia played football. Neither did Southgate, Parker. Someone should have told me. Southgate is going to be fired so fast that people will think Concord is back, says Chris R. 3 minutes added on here. This is where you need Grealish to come on or Rashford. Oh my God, Jack, I'm going to throw this bloody chair over in a minute. I'll tell you what, I nearly did. If I hear Rashford or Grealish is the solution again, we've got fucking solutions. He keeps picking the same 10 players. The squad's got 24. There's literally Cole Palmer, Eze and Gordon on the bloody bench. We don't need Grealish and fucking Rashford. He won't use the bench he's got. Bloody hell. Like, it's like people get half a good idea and then completely shit on it. We don't need Grealish and Rashford. We've got players on the bench. Just use the ones we've got. I think we need Ward-Prowse. Free kick. Ben Pitt says Gareth Southgate must use John Cena tactics because I can't see any. He wants to go home, he wants to go Harry Kane, he wants to go home, it's a secret agent. Tony Pulis would be more useful than Southgate, says Sean. Well, apparently, let's see what happens with this corner first. Just want to say, Mainoo's overrated, says Tom. Yeah, because it's all about Mainoo. Mainoo's the real problem, isn't it? It's his first game starting and the other 10 have started 4 in a row. But yeah, Mainoo's the problem, mate, because we were brilliant before this. Fucking hell. Pep didn't have anything on us at the group stage. We were absolutely brilliant, and now we've brought Mainoo in and we're shit. Yeah. You can't beat a bit of an agenda, can you? To go after one player. I don't blame the players at all. Good cross by Foden. Keeper's there. Still a minute to go here. Mainoo. Just wide. I'd sack him at half time. Literally, sack him up. Get the FA on this stream now. Get a Zoom link. Sack Southgate now. Get me on a screen with you lot on a Zoom link for half time. And we'll win this. We'll win this game. Saka shooting from 35 yards. Mainoo, good play. Headed away. The only positive is that we are sort of pushing Slovakia back a bit here, and there's a long way to go. They might have scored too early, actually. Another corner. Foden with the cross. Crosses have been quite good. Okay. Jack says Trent, Watkins, Gordon, get them on. Magnus, thank you very much for joining the members club. Bunch of cats led by a pig. He's a tractor. He's a tractor. That's what he is. I said it on the podcast. He's a bloody tractor, and I didn't even know what it meant, but I think it works. He is a bloody tractor. Slow, boring, and spread shit. Yeah. And if you don't think tractors are annoying, try and get stuck behind a tractor when you want to get somewhere. Thanks for the follows on TikToks, Andrew, and everybody else who's followed. Anyway, look, half time. Let's stop the clock there. England are losing 1-0 to Slovakia. Incredibly, they're losing 1-0 to Slovakia, but deservedly so. Look at the stats: 77% possession for England, but no shots on target. This is not the first game this has happened, by the way. We've had plenty of games in this tournament where we've created sod all. You're not going to create anything when Harry Kane is a fusion between a winger, a left back, a centre midfielder, a 10 and a centre back. In fact, he's everything other than the job he should be doing. No shots on target is a bloody joke. Our overall performance hasn't been very good, even though we've had possession. We're completely imbalanced again. The style of football is crap. That's why we're not creating chances, and we're certainly not celebrating. I think ultimately what we're looking to see here is whether he does what needs to be done at half time. And I tell you what, if I see Mainu off and that's the only change at half time, I'm throwing this chair into that bloody wall. I'm creating a new hole, because if that is his big move to change the one position he's changed in every bloody game and keep the same 10 shit players on, then I'm done with it. And when I say shit players, I like these players. I don't actually blame them, but they are playing shit. And they are playing shit because the team is imbalanced. Gareth Southgate, to entertaining football, is what a peck on the cheek and an early night is to a night of passionate sex. He is the absolute opposite of entertaining football. He is absolutely dreadful. And if he doesn't make 3 or 4 substitutions at half time and balance that team up, he should be sacked. You know what? If I was in charge of the FA, and clubs have done this before, the FA, I've got all the get up and go of a bag of cement, because I don't even know who the head of FA is, but I would be running into that bloody dressing room and I'd be saying, Gareth, get in here. And I'd be saying, if you don't make subs, now you're gone. I'll sack you now. I'll sack you now. Watto and Ben Foster are in there. I'll get them in. I'll get Goldbridge on a Zoom call. I don't bloody care. In fact, you know, I'll get the bloody referee to manage this lot. I don't give a shit. You change this team at half time or you're gone. You absolute tractor. Now get out there and do something, because we've got 45 minutes to turn this around. And I think we can turn it around. I really do think we can turn it around. But we're already in that zone now, aren't we? I said it against Slovenia. Like, if we turn this around, we're still going to be sat there all week going, we're fucking rubbish. And that's the problem. Today was meant to be the day. We were told it was going to be the day. Southgate said it was going to be the day. Some of the players said it's going to be the day. Today was meant to be the day where we not only win, we actually arrive in this tournament and start playing well. And even if we score 4 goals in the second half, which is bloody unlikely, but even if we play well in the second half, people won't forget the first half where we were absolute shit. Carl Walker looks dreadful. Trippier's not a left back. Guehi's going to miss the game against Switzerland and looks panicky. You know, and the front 6 is imbalanced for the 4th game in a row. He's got to make changes. And Anthony Gordon's a left winger. You take Bellingham or Foden off, you put Gordon on, you've got a left winger and you've got a number 10 who stays as a number 10. At the moment, Bellingham and Foden are swapping around. One of them will just be happy to be a 10. You put Gordon on the left, you put Trent at right back, straight away that team changes. You probably give Harry Kane 15 minutes. I wouldn't, but you probably give him 15 minutes and then you get Watkins on. We need somebody who is going to occupy their centre-backs, and Harry Kane is wandering around like he's a bloody kite in the wind. I said kite. Yeah, you've got to make changes. And Cole Palmer's an option, of course he is. Lock the dressing room and don't let Southgate in, says Peaky Soldier. Southgate attaches suspenders to his underpants, says Dr. J. Don't be harsh on Southgate, he needs Calvin Phillips, says all 3. Straight up, put Palmer in, Watkins in, Trent in, and decide between Foden or Bellingham, says William. Iceland all over again, it's embarrassing, says Joe Wright. Feels like United playing under Ollie against the low blocks, says Sapatershi. My husband's enjoying the channel, says Becky, and he doesn't like football. Get Cole Palmer on, looks like we are going home. Get Kane out is useless, says Ty. Imagine saying before the Euros that England struggle in their group and are awful against Slovakia, people would call you crazy. Yet it's a reality, says Bart. What would your half-time speech be, says Brian. Look, it's a great point, because I think every single one of you watching this stream would do a better thing. Football is so simple. It's so bloody simple. And unfortunately, the only thing simple we've got about England is the manager. Bloody simple Simon. He hasn't got a bloody clue what he's doing. If I was in charge of that team, if you was in charge of that team, we're probably all going to do the same thing. I'm going to put Gordon on the wing. I'm going to take one of Bellingham and Foden off. I'm going to keep Mainu and Rice. I'm going to put Kane off for Watkins, to be honest with you. I'm going to put Trent at right back instead of Walker. And then I'm going to say to them, get the fucking ball down and start building it up in a more, sensible way. Stop panicking. Stop chucking crosses into the box when nobody's there. Like, Ollie Watkins is going to be in the box now, so you know that there's somebody there. But we've got balance down the left, we've got balance down the right, and we've got balance in the middle of the pitch. Bellingham, you're the 10. Stop fucking about swapping with Foden anymore. That shit's dead. Gordon, you're the winger. You're going to have to track back, but you're the winger as well. We've got to get in behind. We've got to put them high up the pitch. And I tell you what, we'll score, lads, because they're going to start defending that 1-0 from about 65 minutes. So there's lots of opportunities there, but we've got to balance the team. Anybody that's not blaming the manager is a clown, an absolute clown. The players aren't playing well, but in fairness to Kane and Foden and Bellingham, they're all running into the same 10-metre box. They all want to be in the same 10-metre box. It's, you should have one play. England remind me of Man City if they had Kevin De Bruyne and, a false 9, basically. Like, it wouldn't work. Kevin De Bruyne doesn't want a false, Kevin De Bruyne and Bruno Fernandes as a 10 and a 9. Because Harry Kane's just playing like a fucking false 9. What? He even puts in a good cross that he should have been on the end of. And I guarantee the commentary will say, good cross by Kane, but there's nobody there. Yeah, because it should be bloody Harry Kane. We don't need Harry Kane to put the cross in. We don't need it. Will he make changes at half-time? That's going to be the big thing. I don't know. Thanks for all the follows. Mark, can we make a petition for you to be manager? Tans, I don't care if it can be Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Ian Wright, one of you lot, anybody, please. It's just, it's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, by the way. We're on the road to 1.2 million subscribers. 1.2 million. Make sure you subscribe, button right hand corner. Thanks everyone who's given us a follow on TikTok. We're not hearing anything at the moment in relation to any substitutions, but we await that, of course, with hope. Because if he sticks with that same team again, look, I'm seriously worried now. I'm seriously worried that we might even be in the tournament on Saturday, let alone win it. But even if we win this game, which I think we still can, in fact, I would predict we will still win it. Whether that's blind faith or not, I think that Slovakia are going to defend what they've got, and eventually we will surely score. It could be extra time. It could be extra time that we're looking at, no doubt about that. But I'm seriously concerned about what a decent team's going to do to us. We're going to have to go and play Switzerland or Austria or France or whoever, whenever. And we're going to have to suddenly flick a switch and play good football because we're playing absolute shite. Like, there's nothing about us that's good. And, I mean, Slovakia aren't a team that scores many goals, but they could have scored 3 in that first 20 minutes. But they're going to sit back now. They're going to defend now. So, he's never going to take Kane off, is he? Hopefully he won't bring Shaw into this now, says Rasmus. You can clearly see at some point the players don't know what is the next move. Clueless millionaire players under a stubborn, clueless manager, says Jason. Southgate is really our generational Churchill, the nation's hero fighting against the opposition, says Ty. It's embarrassing that a 19-year-old is the best player on the pitch while your Premier League winners and senior players are on the pitch, says Matthew Wright. Southgate's clueless. My nan would be better, says Harry. Should have gotten Jose when you had the chance, says Jack. And same plan, same results. Can we fire Southgate before the second half kicks off, says Hawks. Look, I said it before the game. When you look at England over 4 tournaments with Southgate, we've never really played well. In the 2018 World Cup, we needed penalties against Colombia. It was a crap game against Switzerland, and Croatia knocked us out. In the Euros, the Germany game, yes, it was 2-0, but they had their chances. It was quite close. Yes, we smashed Ukraine. We needed extra time against Denmark in a home semi-final, and we fucked up the final against Italy. In the World Cup, yeah, we beat Senegal, but they were shit, and then France knocked us out. We don't play good football under him. Missionary in his socks. That's his style of football. Thoughts on Cole Palmer instead of Saka? Look, I haven't got a problem with Cole Palmer coming on for Saka, but that doesn't solve the problem of the team. I haven't got a problem with people saying get Cole Palmer on, but it doesn't solve the problem. The problem is Kane, Bellingham and Foden all want to do the same job. So if you put Palmer on the right, you've still got this huge issue going on between the left wing of the 10 and the 9. So, yeah, Palmer for Saka can happen if you want it to, but I don't necessarily think that he probably will do that because he doesn't want to upset Foden, Bellingham or Kane. I mean, at the end of the day, this manager is a tractor and he's a coward. Like, the reason he survives is because the players have got his back. And the reason that players have got his back is because he never doesn't pick them. He has a selection of 12 players that he won't not pick. So they've always got his back. If you're John Stones, if you're Kieran Trippier, if you're Kyle Walker, if you're Declan Rice, if you're Harry Kane, if you're Jude Bellingham, if you're Saka, if you're Foden, you've always got Southgate's back because he'll pick you every single game. And that's why he doesn't make changes. Andrew Fletcher's been a member for 20 months. You're a legend, mate. Insanity says Southgate is a farmer and the problem with England, but as a Newcastle fan, the Pravka will be England's hero. Love the content. Keep it up, says Insanity. Thank you very much. Iridi says we're going out today, Mark. Iceland vibes all over again. Southgate out, says Mucker. Only Jurgen Klopp can save you, says Swart. You think Klopp would want it? Thoughts on Cole Palmer instead of Saka? We've done that. James says Southgate's so angry he spilled a small drop of his water. He swiftly apologised, asked for a towel to clean it up and promised to calm down. Yeah. What's your opinion? No, Southgate's probably said there to the team, you know what, lads? I'm so angry. I nearly said the word bloody. You've got me swearing now. I'm using the word bloody. That bloody wasn't good enough. And I'm bloody not happy. If I'm being honest, I'm swearing now. That's how unhappy he is. Come on, lads, you can do better than this. You know, camaraderie. Yeah, win this game, and you can stay up till midnight tonight, and we'll get the inflatables out in the pool tomorrow. How does that sound, eh? Come on, let's get out there and show 'em who's boss. Come on. That'll be the sort of shit you're getting. What's the point in bringing so many subs and not using any, says Seb. What's your opinion on a Swiss final, says Revo. Watkins for Kane, we need to turn their defenders, says Chris. We've needed to turn their defenders all bloody game. All game. Yeah, I don't know why my nose is running actually. Been anywhere. Typically don't have a bloody tissue either, this is great. Oh, they always got some tissue. The fact that United were considering makes me sick. Oh, don't even talk, Jeffrey. Don't even talk about that. Who replaces Southgate? I've heard Klopp's going to the US, says Acrobat. Well, you know, the great thing about replacing Southgate is we all know somebody that can do it because everybody can do it. FA is responsible for England poor performances. Southgate should have been fired after the last Euros because of his bad decisions. World Cup has also been poor, says Bermuda. You know who I feel sorry for? This is game 4 in Germany. There are England fans out that have spent thousands of pounds and most of their annual leave to go out there. Have they had 10 minutes yet? Look at them, I can see them on the screen. They're all there. They've had nothing. Nothing. Right, here we go. Get ready. What's his subs? I'll tell you what, this chair is ready to fly. Yeah. Let's have a look. No subs. Apparently no subs. It's crazy, isn't it? Thanks for all the follows, by the way. We ain't winning this, as Mr. Missionary needs to come from behind, and it's not happening, says Paul. Good stuff, good stuff. Right, if you know, you know. Right, we're about to start the second half. At least the yellow card's slow. No changes is incredible. I mean, I'm just trying to stay calm here, but like no changes is incredible. Like we at some point we're going out. His obsession with this set of players is incredible to me. International says Rashford offers something different, like it or not. Mate, you're talking absolute arse. Why don't you just do one? Like, you don't listen for a start. What I'm saying is, we've got 10 players on the bench that offer something different. Anthony Gordon offers something different. Eze offers something different. Palmer offers something different. Why are you talking about a player that's not even in the squad and had a bad season offering something different? That's the intelligent response that you don't seem to understand. As a United fan, this feels like listening to a song that keeps repeating. Same complaint, same problem, says Jacob. FA is responsible as well, says Bimu Laguna. Southgate should have been fired ages ago. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Duma says no changes, it's insanity. Graham Knight, welcome to the Members Club. Well, I can't actually say that I'm shocked he's not made any changes, can you? James says, I hate this manager so much. I mean, hate's a hard word, a strong word, but the frustration is just... He's an absolute tractor, isn't he? I mean, for me, I'm calmer than probably most people because I've known this about him for ages. He's an absolute plonker. He hasn't got a bloody clue how to coach at any decent level of football. Like, he got Middlesbrough relegated. He wouldn't get a job in the Premier League. I don't know how he got the England job. He's fucked up a generation of good players. If we'd have won anything, it's despite him. I don't know whether the crowd's booing, but I'd say that they're absolutely so frustrated. That there's no changes. Manchester United and many other clubs are trying to hijack Michael Olisi's transfer to Bayern Munich. However, his move to Bayern is not currently in jeopardy as Olisi remains clear he wants to join them. It's a non-story then, isn't it? Let me get the stats carousel rolling around for you. No changes at half-time. He says it feels like Southgate's been waiting decades to sabotage us as payback for the piss taking after his penalties. It's a weird thing. Like, you all saw that. I've been absolutely fine in this stream. And then suddenly my nose has started running. It's like an allergic reaction to this shit. I'm visibly having an allergy to England. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm in a room where there is no pollen, you know, there is no dodgy aftershave or a candle or anything or food. I'm literally having a spontaneous allergic reaction to England shit football. Here we go. He's got to score. Kieran Trippier, that's a goal. That's a goal. Goal. Foden, he's onside. Get in! Get in! I thought he might be offside. He's onside. Trippier to Foden. And I tell you what, that's a good goal from England. We're back in it. We're back in it. He didn't make any changes. He's a jammy shit manager. But I tell you what, that's a good goal by Foden. But what I will say is, this ain't going to win us the tournament. We're not going to do anything with this shit football, where it's still imbalanced. Like, look at what happens here. It's because Trippier's been getting a lot of space on that left-hand side. He might be offside there, you know. He might be offside there. I think he looks offside. He's offside. He's miles off. He's offside. That's why I didn't celebrate it, because I thought he was off. He's off. Look at them hugging each other like think it's a goal. It's offside. It's offside. Fucking hell. How's he got himself offside from there? That's because he's not a number 9. Poor lad. He shouldn't be offside from there. He should hold his run. He's looking right across at the defender. Look. Yeah, he's got to hold that run. He doesn't need to be where he is. Kane would hold his run. Look, plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yeah, you shouldn't be offside in that situation. I'm sort of glad actually, because I didn't celebrate it massively because I thought he was off. Here's Kane. Oh, deflected corner. Good start by England. We're on the way back. It's coming home, says Milo. There's a lot of space for Trippier. I don't know what Slovakia are doing on the right-hand side, but it happened a couple of times in the first half as well. There was a lot of space for Trippier. We keep trying the same shitty corner tactic that I don't think works, where we're trying to get it on the keeper. The players are crap, not Southgate's fault, says the team. So if you don't know anything about football, mate, I'd suggest you go and put Glaston on. I'm starting to think Southgate is German or French spy with these tactics and no subs, says Chris. Mark, how would you feel if Xerxes replaces Rasmus? Kaz, I don't want to talk about United. Southgate uses a mediator when he goes on a date, says Callum. And no changes because he's lost. He can't buy a clue, says Ahmed. Would you rather this England squad with Southgate or a squad using players not called up with a manager like Klopp? You know, mate, there's a living football match happening in front of us where in 45 minutes we could be out the Euros and you're giving me hypotheticals. Like, get in the real world, come on. Surely Omar Barada didn't have Southgate in his shortlist if Guardiola left, says Edgar. Yeah, we don't need to talk about Man United, we're watching England. I believe we will score. I don't think Slovakia can keep a clean sheet. Would have been good if that Foden goal had gone in there. Well, because even if we score, you got extra time, haven't you? Kane into Saka. He's never going to get a cross in from there. Look at where Kane is again, though. Look at him. Get in the fucking box. Look at him. Get in the box. Wandering again. Watch Harry Kane for the next 5 minutes. Look at where he is. He should be more central. Stay there. Perfect. That's where Kane needs to be. Where he is now. Watch Harry Kane. Perfect position. Stay there. Don't wander. That's it. Lead the line. That's what we need him to do. Stop fucking wandering into the middle of the pitch. Jim White's twerking. Scots are laughing at us, apparently. That's from GP. If the next PM really wants to win votes, then ban Southgate from returning, says Salman. I mean, to be fair, Slovakia aren't really doing anything as an attacking entity at the moment, so... What the bloody hell just happened there? Oh God, I tell you what, we nearly just got absolutely done in. Stones had switched off. Walker passed him the ball. And the Slovakian player shot from the halfway line. It went over Pickford and about 2 metres wide. They're just not switched on, are they? That would have been game over. Bloody hell. Priester says, who's winning the Copa America? I don't know, I've not been watching it, but I'd say Argentina are playing favourites, aren't they? Mark, do you think Ben White not wanting to play in the friendlies prior to the tournament was the end of the player togetherness? It's like someone was brave to walk away from this bullshit as an opinionated observer. No, I think the problem is complacency. He doesn't change the team. He only changes one position. And therefore, they're very complacent. Bellingham and Foden and Kane again. They're so close together. Right, it's a good ball out to Saka. Go on. Does well. Keep going. And again, good play from Saka. Probably held on to it a little bit too long there. Mainoo's won it back. That's it. Yes, now whip it in. Whip it in. Foden's on the right wing. Imbalance again. Why is Foden on the right wing? Look at where's Kane? Look at where Kane is again. Fucking look at where Kane is again. Look at him. He's holding midfield now. Bloody hell. I mean, it's just not going to work, Gareth. You can't have a situation where Foden's on the right wing and Harry Kane's holding midfield. I mean, Declan Rice is on the left wing now. But the thing is, we're playing on the vibe. We're playing pure vibes here. Foden on the right wing again. There's no system out there at the moment. It literally is just trying to get a goal. But that's fine. But reminds me a lot of Man United against Brentford in the league back in the autumn. We were losing 1-0 at Old Trafford, and we brought, I think, basically into stoppage time, and we're just pummeling their box. Like, there's no system. The formation was something like 3-1-6, and that's what England are doing now. There's no system here at the moment. Don't blame it on Southgate. These players just don't care about the shirt. We need players who would do anything for England, says Eureka. Mark, doesn't it bother you that Dan Ashworth considers this coach as Man United manager? Says Didra. I'm not really thinking about Man United at the moment, mate. I'm watching the Euros. Phil is playing as a false 9 and Kane moves into midfield when we're on the ball, says MUFC. So what's Bellingham doing then as a 10? You proved my point, mate. Everybody's playing in the same position. Move Maniac says it's Southgate's fault for the players to feel the pressure from the fans. Oh, not only is he crap, but he's also the one causing the pressure. Please just get Watkins on, says Surrey. Thanks for the follow on TikTok, Bo. Bellingham here. He's going to shoot. Rice, go wide, go left. Maynard will go left. Yeah, he knows the ball. Right, back post cross, Trippier. It's a good one. No, I'll tell you what. They're defending very well, Slovakia on the cross. Declan Rice. Mainu, left again. Yeah. Trippier onto your right. Back post. Mainu. Rice. Come back to Trippier. That back post cross is on. Free kick on the edge of the box. Good run by Mainu. I'll let Trippier take this. I'll let Trippier take this. Actually got the ball there. Good call by the ref. No, I'll put Trippier on this. He's got that dip. He's done it before, and he is the guy on the free kick. Foden could go round the wall, to be fair, but I'd go Trippier. Southgate getting his tactics from Ted Lasso Series 1, says Chun. Well, we've had 15 minutes already by it. You know, where are the fucking subs? We'll score with this team. The problem is he's never going to change this team. And this team is never going to work. So we're just delaying the inevitable, aren't we? We're going to go out to somebody at some point with this team. Our only hope is to actually get some balance, and we won't bloody do it. I need a moment here. We need a moment. I think Foden's hitting this. Yeah, straight into the fucking wall. I knew it. Should have been Trippier. He's got to make subs. He's got to make subs. Slovakia are making subs before us and they're winning. Matt says it might be best to go out now, it will save us a thumping. Well, Akanji was saying yesterday he wants to play England, and you can understand why. Navin says, be it the 2020 World Cup or this Euros, England have been underwhelming and so depressing to watch. Ref's actually decent, says Ribs. Might be best to go out now, says Matt. Do you think England could do with a change of formation, maybe a 4-4-2 with Tony and Watkins and drop the wingers, says Navin. Kane so versatile he can play anywhere, says Bob. If we don't change route, Gordon, Palmer, Watkins, says Andy. I can't believe he's not making subs. Like, we've only got half an hour left. Kane has done magic passes to Musiala and Pavlovic for midfield but lead to goals. Trust his visions of Mark. He's incredible, says Dennis. Well, Watkins is warming up, Ezzy's warming up, and Conor Gallagher's warming up. Yoo-hoo! Conor Gallagher's coming on. What's his problem with Anthony Gordon then? He probably doesn't like Anthony Gordon because Anthony Gordon said that the complaining is fine and justified. Bellingham. Good play by Dubravka there. That's a terrible ball. Trippier, he's done well. We've got the ball. Get up, Trippier, we've got the ball, you prat. Oh, he might have hurt him. I think he has hurt himself here, Trippier. I thought he'd gone down for the free kick, but Harry Kane hasn't been fit to me all tournament anyway. Southgate is just not brave enough to make the right selections for England. He's too overawed by the big names, says Korshik. Please think Mashtag is worried about Gareth's mental health. I think it'll be fine, mate. It's it's absolutely nothing compared to what other England managers have had. He's got one of the biggest jobs in football and he's absolutely screwed it up. It's called criticism of his footballing managerial ability. It's got nothing to do with how he looks or what his personality is like. We're talking about football, so grow the fuck. Kane has done that one. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about what the subs will be because if Conor Gallagher's coming on, then it suggests that it will probably be Mainu going off. Cole Palmer's coming on. But if that's for Ollie Watkins is coming on as well, he's got to make these changes. He's got to make them. Thanks to everyone who's tuning in. If you're on YouTube, click that share button, share it on your socials. We've got nearly 60,000 watching. It's going to be a very interesting half an hour now. I haven't seen what the subs are yet because I don't think they're actually on. Saka's going to left back for the moment. Trippier's still on the pitch. Slovakia have barely had an attack in this second half. Brian says he'll probably take Mainu off, the only guy playing well. Well, of course he will. It's not about, he doesn't make subs on form. He makes it on mates. Ralph Rangnick will humble the English mentality, the media, by making the finals while England is knocked out in the round of 16, says Ivor. Here we go. It's Trippier for Palmer, which means Saka will go to left back, which is what Ian Wright said. So Saka is at left back. Where's your other sub, mate? I thought I saw Ollie Watkins with his top off. And for the love of God, take Harry Kane off. For God's sake, just take him off. Like, we're not going to win this tournament with him playing like this. I mean, all right, he might get a tap in 10 minutes, but Watkins could do that. Like, change the fucking game, mate. Change the way we play. I'd get the ball to Palmer as much as possible. Gareth Southgate used Mike Bassett formation, this is Connor. Slovakia left back is 37. Gordon is the fastest player, this is Kai. I'm not doing a watch along for the election night, no, Liam. I'm not interested. Geordie Steve, thanks for the follow. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube. Please share the video as well. Nearly 60,000 watching. Probably a lot of people wanting us to go out, but make more than one change. He's clueless, isn't he? He's absolutely clueless. This, as I said before the game, the tactics of Southgate are the Titanic is sinking, and instead of sorting out the lifeboats, he's rearranging the deck chairs that will never get used because the boat's sinking, you prat. Make some bloody changes. We're going out. Make some fucking changes, mate. There's a Slovakian player down here, but England are playing on. Could be controversial. The referee doesn't have to do anything here because it's not. Marco says you're getting cooked by guys from Germany's third league. Stoker says him and his brother are seething with rage, and the individual says, "Imagine if Southgate survives after this." I'm seething with rage as well because I can't believe his plan is to stick with the same fucking team. Like, there are players on that bench that should be on the pitch 3 games ago. Foden is on the right wing again. Rice, go left, go left. This is what Saka's in the team for. Go left, goes right. Foden, go left. Saka's the ball now, got a bit of balance. Oh, you know what's I've just thought as well, Luke Shaw was obviously never fucking fit, was he? I mean, we've got Luke Shaw on the bench, 20 minutes to go, Trippier gets injured, Luke Shaw can't even come on. Should call him fucking Luke Messi. I mean, we've took a bloody player to the tournament in the hope that he'll be fit for the quarterfinals. I mean, who the hell does that? Rob Dobson says, if plan A fails, keep trying with plan A. Nanny, thank you very much for joining the members club. got a bit... Oh, why did he ignore Palmer? Go to Palmer. He's the guy. Back post, Saka. Bellingham. No way. Can't dive like that. You can't make it too obvious. Surely we get a goal. Palmer. He's doing well. Right. Whip it. Mainu, whip it. Yeah. It's not great. If by some miracle we get back into this, our defence is sharp, no Guehi and Stones are switched off, dreaming of pina coladas in Mykonos, says Nick P. Southgate stays countered, he can't keep getting away with this. How sure is on the bench when he wasn't fit, says Mercury. Poch for manager, says Nigel Gates. Tino, thanks for the follow. On this day in 1998, England 2, Argentina 2, Owen won the goal, Beckham sent off, says Matty J. I've never seen so much talent on a bench that just isn't being used. I'm not English, but the fact that the bench isn't used is insane, says Robert. Mate, it's so frustrating, but it's just not surprising. I just can't speak. I can't speak. That's it, get it out to Palmer. One shot on target in 70 minutes apparently. Here's Foden. Rice. Go wide, go wide. Look how many players we've got in the number 10 position though. You've got Bellingham, Foden and Palmer all playing ridiculously narrow. And the width is coming from Kyle Walker and Saka. Here's Bellingham, good play. Dink it, back post, dink it. That's the ball. I'll tell you what, they've defended in the air very well, Slovakia. Hannibal says, I can't remember a credible chance. Probably hasn't been one, mate. People bash the women's team, but they play better, says Jonathan. Southgate has a keep calm and carry on T-Cozy, says Jordan. Tonkin says, someone needs to put Southgate in cuffs now. Imagine if a police officer did just turn up and took Southgate away. There's another Slovakian player down here. They might. They'll just knock it out. Surely there's got to be a sub. Mankin LA says one shot in 70 minutes. Worst managerial performance of a lifetime, says Andy Ford. And it's Dave Innit says, if at first you don't succeed, change nothing. Russell P1 in the Austrian GP, at least a Brit won something, says Super Sub. Right, here we go. Oh no, he's not making subs, he's just giving him a fucking drink! He's just giving him a fucking drink! What's it bloody doing? I thought he was making subs. He's giving him a bloody drink. What a fucking idiot. I thought we had 3 or 4 subs coming on. He's just giving him a bloody drink. Oh, that'll do. It's special water. What are you going to do? Get your special sponge out? Bloody hell. Giving him a bloody drink. Make some bloody subs, you prat! Slovakia are using subs. You know what? If I was Ollie Watkins and I was Anthony Gordon, I would go up to, and Trent, I'd tap him on the shoulder and say we're off. We've booked our flight, we're going now. There's no point being here. You're wasting my time. I wouldn't be able to put up with it. I wouldn't. If I was on that bench and I knew I should be on that pitch, I would not be able to put up with it. I'd say to him, I'm off. I've checked myself out the hotel. Enjoy the rest of the tournament, you absolute shithead. Knobhead. I wouldn't be able to put up with it. I wouldn't be able to sit there and be patient. I'd be like, if I can't play football, and this first team has played like this for 4 games, you know, there's just no point. 15 minutes to go and he's made one sub. And we've played shit with no balance all game. All tournament, no balance. Mate, this is sabotage. This is pure sabotage. This is what this is. I'm not having it anymore. It's sabotage. Let's just lose so he's guaranteed to be fired. I don't want to lose. Don't want to lose. We shouldn't be going out. Well, we deserve to go out, but we should look at the bloody. He's doing it. He's doing it on purpose. That's a lovely ball in behind. Pickford's there. One sub in 75 minutes is astonishing. Going home, says Alivo. Well, if we score, we're going into extra time. Right. And you going to do anything now, Gareth? Is there any England players on that bench? I'm going nuclear if we go out. Like, I am going to go nuclear if we go out, because this is just pure sabotage. Yellow card. I don't know how many that is. Is this rock bottom for English football, says Brian? Well, when we went out to Iceland, it was embarrassing, but we were quite shit. Like, this set of players are very good. Good old Gareth, says Luke Jones. He might not make subs, but he hydrates the players. He hates a drought. It's Gareth Drought hates. I think it's something wrong with the PS5 controller. By the way, the ball from the Trippier shot from first half just landed in Norway. That's a goal! Oh, shithead! Take him off! Fucking hell, mate! We've kept you on all tournament, and you missed that! Take him off! I'm not even going to name him. It's a fucking free header from nearly 6 yards out, and he's missed it. You know, he's been kept on the pitch for pure nepotism, pure favouritism. He's on the pitch for. Should have been off 15 minutes ago. That's what happens when you don't make subs. There's no point making subs now. It's too fucking late. It's this lot have got to do it. Who's run the worst campaign, Mark Sunak or Southgate? Well, that's from Steve. He'll make subs in the 88th minute, says Think. Just score a goal. Bellingham. This is getting worrying now. Imagine what Spain or Germany would do to us, says Frederick. I can't believe he's only made one sub. I'm absolutely stunned. I mean, you know what? I'm very, very rarely lost for explanation, even if I'm being pragmatic. But I don't think there's a brain in England that can understand why you wouldn't make subs. Like, we haven't played well. The system doesn't work. We're not creating chance after chance after chance. It's disorganised chaos, and he won't make a change other than he just keeps his favourites on. Reminds me of that depressed pilot who flew the... Yeah, I'm not reading that, happy. Maguire would have scored by now, says Henry. Rice. They've defended well, Slovakia, for a team that's not done anything defensively, attacking for 45 minutes. They've defended well. Southgate knows he cannot win this and has just given up. His body language all time has been negative. He knows he is not up for it, says Andre Bryan. Dan Harding says, has he ever taken off Kane when losing? Look, Kane might get the equaliser, but long term, he shouldn't be on the pitch. Yeah, he's still got Foden and Bellingham on the team as well. Saka, ooh, good cross. Rice, shoot! Oh, he's at the post! And Kane misses. Harder chance. I don't understand Southgate's tactics. Kane, Bellingham and Foden look dead. They could play another game right after this and still not score, says Weston. If Southgate had a YouTube channel, what would it be called and what would he talk about? Paint. Tractors, Mario, I think. Tactics are reminiscent of Volley's final season, says the Beast. Thank you for the entertainment. Love your show. Best wishes from Germany, says Nicholas. Well, best wishes in the tournament, mate. We ain't doing anything. Slovakia have made 5 subs, by the way. 10 minutes to go. You know why he won't make a sub? Because he's a bloody coward. You know what he's thinking? I can't take Harry off. I can't take Phil off. I can't take Foden off. I can't take Rice off. I can't take Palmer off because I've just brought him on. He's terrified of who to take off. That's what it is. I mean, if you're so terrified of taking somebody off, here's a thought. Take one of your fucking centre-backs off, you dozy prat. They're not attacking. Take one of your bloody centre-backs off and put a striker on. Why do I know more than Gareth Southgate? Why do you know more than Gareth Southgate? He's on the best paid wage in the bloody tournament. Alfie says, do you think we'll come back? Look, we might do it, mate, but even if we do, we're not going to be sat there optimistic, are we? William says the FA surely wake up and get rid of Southgate if we lose. Oh, mate, he can't stay if we lose. Like, it's an embarrassment. And no, I'm not saying Slovakia is an embarrassment. I'm saying going out in the round of 16 and playing so shit in 4 games would be embarrassing. Gareth thinks this is a group stage game, says Atoro. I'm actually not shocked. I know I've said that a few times. I'm actually not shocked because the guy literally wouldn't get a job in the Championship. Eze for Mainu. What a fucking surprise. What a surprise, it's Mainu who takes off. He's a coward. He's an absolute coward. He will not take off certain players, and I think we've seen it, haven't we? He will not take off Foden, Bellingham. He will not take off Kane. He just won't do it. And Eze's playing as a 10. He's got more 10s than a 10 times table. Like Eze's gone straight into the 10. Palmer's at 10. Bellingham's at 10. Foden's playing as a 10. Harry Kane's desperate to play as a 10. Fucking hell, I feel like I'm back at school doing my 10 times table. 1 10 is 10, 2 10s are 20, 3 10s are 30. Fucking hell. I don't know why Anthony Gordon's not been used in this tournament. I really don't. I thought when he did the interview the other day he might get a chance, but Mainu man of the match is subbed and we don't win now. Hope we don't win, says Perk. Yeah, he's took Mainu off because Mainu's a kid, and it's easy to take him off because he's inexperienced. He's absolutely terrified. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's a nepotistic prat. You know, how many squads did he pick Kelvin Phillips for when he was shit? Like, he just picks his favourites, mate. That's why he stayed in a job for so long. Kane, not bad. Absolute shit. I'd give Harry Kane a 4 today out of 10 as a player rating. 5 minutes to go. I can't believe we're going out the bloody Euros. Can't believe we're going out the Euros. Absolutely incredible. It absolutely is. It really is. I can't get my words out. This is a bloody disgrace. Palmer's cross. That's not going to work. You know, we've been doing that all game as well, whipping crosses in. You've got to keep it on the ground. Phil White says, I hope all the Ten Hag outers have seen this. Come on. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. I am doing Spain-Georgia. I'll be joined by a big bottle of whiskey, I think. You know what? I think we need to do a GoFundMe for all the England fans that went out and watched this shit. Unbelievable. 86 minutes. I actually thought we would score. For all the moaning, I did think we would score a goal against Slovenia and Slovakia. Let's not forget, it was 0-0 with Slovenia as well. Foden, cut it back! Not there! Not there! You wouldn't play this shit for Man City. Corner. Where's Harry Maguire when you need him? In Greece. 20k watching on TikTok. Bloody hell, thanks everyone who's given us a follow there. Cross comes in. Oh. Eze. Oh. Joke. You know what? I can't wait to do it's going to be one of my favourite videos ever. Southgate sacked. That'll be like England wins the World Cup. There's titles that you know, Man United bring back Ronaldo. You know, I think back of some of the videos I've reacted to and been really genuinely happy. I cannot wait for Southgate sacked. Even if we scam this and get to the quarterfinals, Southgate sacked official is going to make me so happy. I never want to watch England again under an absolute clown like this. He has basically taken a collection of some of the best players we've ever had and turned them into a shower of shit. It's incredible. It's the 89th minute. Apparently we've still not had a shot on target. No. Oh my Christ. We haven't had a shot on target. We haven't had a shot on target. It says 0 shots on target and we're into the 90th minute. We scored no goals against Slovenia and Slovakia. That is the footballing, that is the equivalent of being a bloody multi-millionaire, a billionaire, and going out on a night out with a room full of people who want it and not getting it. There we go. Missionary in his socks FC. 6 minutes. Come on, 6 minutes. Ezzy. Corner. We're lucky there's only six. We're lucky there's 6 minutes here. There's still time. Ezzy on the corner. Punched away by Dubravka.